Last year, there were multiple challenges and changes in the garden. Here's the best garden moments of 2021.
The place. Figuring out the layout and design of the garden is one of the most exciting ways to designate a space and give it personality. In 2021, I gave Garden Bed 1 and Garden Bed 2 their own names, such as Lantern Garden and the Boardwalk. I also created 3 more spaces, such as Paw Crossing, Tomato Alley, and Grandmother's Garden. Thanks again for sharing your ideas for some of these areas. The access. Some of the areas like the Lantern Garden and the Boardwalk had a path formed to easily access the plants. While these walkways did take up some growing space, I rarely missed a harvest and often was able to find pests before they became a serious problem. I also created a bridge to give the cat and the dog access to walk across the rocky water trough. The outlook. There were some concerns in spring 2021, from having an injured foot to a leaky greenhouse and planting seeds months later. I finally realized that I had to stop comparing the success of certain plants from the previous years. This change of outlook allowed me to focus on different types of plants, and it helped me experience success in a completely different way. The blooms. Each year, I expand the garden with more types of flowers. I am so glad to report that in 2021, I had more types of flower blooms than ever. Everything from roses, coneflowers, petunias, hibiscus, calendula, cosmos, African daisies, snapdragons, and so much more. While the blooms were delightful to discover in the garden, they also attracted all types of pollinators and beneficial insects to protect the garden from pests. The harvest. With some of the challenges in early spring, I focused on different types of hot weather crops and had a tastier, more diverse harvest. Everything from sweet potatoes, melons, okra, corn, tomatoes, cucumbers, and so much more. The sanctuary. The budget-friendly polytunnel was made in October 2021 out of garden stake, string, clamps, duct tape, and greenhouse plastic film. The experiment was a success as the tomatoes, hibiscus, petunias, and pepper plants are doing amazing, even with the occasional snowfall.
Well, there's the best garden moments of 2021. I hope you'll continue to share your feedback in 2022. Until next time.
The last survivor. The only